お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Hello everyone, my name is Cosimo, and today we are doing a backstab dissected on Myriam's Vanishing. Yeah. Myriam's Vanishing is the definition of Omaima wo Shinderu. I know some people thought that was the case with the Obsidian Lamina backstab, but I mean, Myriam is definitely just a teleport, right? This build is a revision of what I showed off in my backstab montage video with Myriams. Still level 81. I changed the fashion and some spell orders because I think this fashion just looks way better. But I'm still using the Starline Sword and offhand Misericord with Assassin approach. It's really good. And I've been having a blast with it, honestly. Yeah, so I hope you like it. The primary purpose I wanted to use Myriams, and the primary showcase I wanted to use Myriams for, is Rollcatch backstabbing, right? Rollcatch backstabbing is impossible to do when someone is locked onto you, because they will never show their back to you, as you can see here. But it becomes possible once someone is locked away from you. You just need to press R1 at the end of the roll, like this, and you'll be able to roll catch someone. It's very nice and convenient to use that backstab, because you can roll catch someone that is very latent to you, so Brazilian or Japanese people. Even though they are still in iframes, they will be able to be backstabbed from you. So it's pretty useful, and it's definitely a toolkit to use in general without even like the Myriams. But the Myriams, it's not just a quick step tool, it's obviously a unlocked tool. Here, before the DLC, the only way to use the unlock was with the Assassin Gambit and Unseen Form quote-unquote glitch. I don't think it's a glitch, but like, yeah. But nowadays you can still do it like with the Myriam's Vanishing. And so yeah, my primary way of using this is like by just chasing someone. I unlock from them with the Myriams, and that way if they roll away, I can grab the end of the roll like this. Just a normal roll catch backstab. Myriam's Vanishing can also be used in other ways, like a normal roll backstab tool. So if someone does like an Ash of War that has a lot of war momentum and a bit of recovery, you can catch them as so. It's definitely not as good as a quick start backstab, because you don't have cancel recovery windows like you have with the quick step backstab. Even though you can turn the back during the animation, it still won't cancel the recovery. So you say, what's the point of using it then? Well, the point is, if, for example, with those Ashes of War that my friend Matic is showing off here, have like a lot of forward momentum, they will be carried by the forward momentum to either side of where they are going to. That means that it's way easier to grab them, because for one, they get a bit confused because of the unlock, so you have a larger window to grab a backstab because of the confusion that you get, like, inflict on people, right? It's a mind tool. Myriam's Vanishing is a mind tool to backstab some people. It's very useful for that. But honestly, if you time your Myriams well, you don't even have to do the mind games. You can just grab the backstab quite easily as well. And like you saw in the first clip that I showed off at first, you kind of disappear from their screen as well. So it's pretty nice. Also, like you saw here, you can iframe flaming struck, so that's also a good use case. But they have to do the 2 parts of the flaming strike, yeah, right? Myriams is also a good way of grabbing a heal punish backstab, right? Because once they back away from you to heal up, you know, like they roll twice away from you and heal up after taking some damage. That's a very common use case of a heal, right? If you use myriams, because they are backing away from you, they will turn their back from you and you'll be able to grab the backstab. I'll showcase this in like a multiple like a real case scenarios, but honestly I think it's one of the most smart way of using Myriam's Vanishing to heal punish. So yeah guys, heal punish with a backstab is back in Elden Ring. I know it was back before and it was kind of hard to get, but now it's made even easier with it, so I hope you like it. You can see in the back that we started in invasions, and I'll like do some commentary over the invasions a bit, but like I still have some subjects to talk about with you. So if you don't mind, let's talk about the last video I made, right? And first of all, I wanted to make this video because some people asked me to make an update on the build, which is what I'm doing right now. I changed quite a lot of stuff since last time, but honestly, it's almost the same. The fashion just has to change, and I changed the spell order, right? I think one of the best things about this build, aside from the Myriam's Vanishing, is just the wake up potential, right? Glint Blade Trio as a wake up is very nice just because it adds a lot of pressure, and because they have like a projectile that is incoming from them, you can just like apply psychological pressure again to them. They know that a projectile is coming, but they don't exactly know when. And because they took a lot of damage at once, the only thing they really want to do is just backing away to heal up, right? So yeah, I think it's pretty useful, definitely. I try to fuck around with the Piercer as a wake up, but honestly I find it worse than the Frio as a wake up. Also look at those guys, both of those guys will disconnect. I didn't showcase the other invasion where I got them. There's like I got them 3 times. I lost once and won twice. So this is one of the 2 times. A bit underwhelming, but a bit funny still. I honestly lose quite a lot at first when I first started using this build, because Myriam is a bit hard to like master, right? There's a window where they can hit you as the startup after the Myriam starts, right? And also because you're way too focused into one way of playing the build, you end up sometimes losing, like so right now, like you see here, I died at the startup of the animation, so you don't get high frames as soon as you start the Myriams, so you definitely have to keep this in mind. I changed the spell order quite a bit, like I said so earlier. At first I was using Myriam as the first spell on my list so that I can swap to it quickly, right? Like by using up arrow and maintaining it. But I thought that it wasn't that good, honestly, because the first spell order was better used as my wake up option. So in the end, I ended up swapping Glint Blade Trio and Myriam's Vanishing, so that I could use Myriam's Vanishing with the Soul Greatsword and the Piercer as well. I said Soul Greatsword, what is this? DS3? Oh my god. But I also put at the back the Cosmos spell. Cosmos spell is pretty good, but on this build, like it doesn't do enough damage. I'm just I'm just crunching the stats, even with the flask in order to use it. Honestly, it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's nice, definitely. It does a lot of area of damage, right? And it's pretty nice. It stun locks someone, which is always fun. But yeah, no, it's not the best. So I decided that my turn and burn option would be better with the magic dread sword, right? I think it's way more convenient that way. Speaking of the piercer and the great sword, I was using a bit of Thioli's hidden needle because of the running into R2 in the piercer. I thought that was pretty funny, and obviously the running attack is pretty good. Honestly, yeah, Gigaspicus showcased a lot of combo route with the Starline sword that applied to one-handed guitar or any claw. So it's still pretty good and pretty funny to use. Also, I definitely recommend you try to use the unseen form assassin gambit trick into someone's face, aggressively buffing into someone's face so that they cannot lock onto you. It's really funny. They panic a lot, and you open a lot of backstab that you couldn't have before. It's pretty nice. I was talking about showing losses earlier. This invasion is definitely one of those cases. Like I said, so if you want to get into backstabs, it's inevitable that you will lose quite a lot of them. It's just the way things go, because you are focused, on a specific playstyle, and you end up doing not the most ideal, I would say, way of dealing damage. So you have to be conscious of it. It's not the worst thing. You just move on and go to the next invasion. But yeah. The ego has to take a hit a bit, right? Like you see here, another use case of Miriam's vanishing to unlock and to punish someone backing away to try to heal. R2 into piercer, yeah, that's just insanely good. You could also do the Starline sword Ash of War after the piercer, and that would be insanely nice as well. Here I'm gonna disappear from his screen, but he locks back onto me, and because of the unlock he has a set direction that does not track me, and I can grab the backstab by turning around him, and it's very nice, very useful, honestly. The lore of this build in my head kind of changed as I was building it. Last video I was making a Black Knife Assassin from the underground cities, right? I thought it was very nice and very fun, but two things. First thing first, I discovered that if you put the Black Knife Assassin's Veil and you use the Assassin's Gambit and Unseen Form trick, because I think there's a slot buff for the Black Knife Hood that blocks the glitch from working. So even though you have both buffs active, they will still be able to lock onto you, which is a bit of a shame, but honestly it's fine. So I decided either I would remove the hood, right, which is what I did at first, or change fashion. And I mean, Black Knife Assassin is something that you see quite often. Oh, my god, look at this invasion. It's, oh man, the wake up is gonna be beautiful. Trio, just wait around a bit. Ash of War and Dot, beautiful. Anyways, because Black Knife Hood is very used, the Black Knife Assassin set, I decided that I wanted something a bit more unique. So I went back with my original idea of using the Nox Monk sets altered, to have like the breastplate. I changed around the sliders in order to make the chest a bit more buff. And I put on Blythe's boots in order to have a bit of poise, but still good fashion, right? Aesthetic gloves from the DLC, which match really well with the Nox Sorceress armor, and the blue hood. At first I was using Saint Trina's flower, but I don't know, it's a bit too bland, too thin and too done, right? Like, and honestly, the navy hood with Noxtella really adds that cape feeling to it, and it's pretty nice. It still has that Assassin of the Night feel to it that I really enjoy. Assassin of the Night and the Nox area, right? So yeah, I think the lore around it is one of the citizen of the Nox cities just decided to get back at Rani's and her betrayal, of the Dark Moon, and she's supposed to be kind of the spy in the Royal Academy, so that's why she uses the Great Sword and Glint Blade, the spells that are used specifically in the Academy, but in conjunctions to some Nox spells like the Unseen Form, like the Mist, right? So yeah, I think it really came well together. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you really liked this video, and I'll say the algorithm thing, and I encourage you to subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.